I'm not sure which Linda that is. You just muted yourself. So unmute yourself again. Maybe your microphone's not working. Can you hear me? Hello? Well, I'm not sure which Linda that is. Linda, you might want to go into your settings for Zoom and make sure that your microphone is enabled. I'm not sure if this is your first class. I'm not sure which Linda this is. I'm sorry. I have a lot of Lindas. A lot of times if you've just downloaded Zoom, but your microphone isn't enabled, you won't be able to speak. So it should say allows you. Oh, I hear you.
I think my computer thing was down. On these new computers, you have like your screen inside the computer for your video.
Yeah.
So I think I have to have that up in order to talk.
Hi.
Hi, who is this? Which Linda is this?
Linda Rubino.
Hi, I see you. I wasn't sure if you were a new Linda or an old Linda or.
Old Linda.
I'm new Linda.
Who's the little voice I hear?
My little one, Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi.
I was over at Hobby Lobby today. I don't think they have a really great mesh choices.
They really don't. You know, they don't. They don't have a lot. You know, as far as Christmas. Were you looking for fall mesh? I think that's pretty much cleaned out already.
It's Christmas, but they have the same old, the red, the silver, or the gold.
Mm-hmm.
I did find a few other things.
They had a really pretty, like a black and red type plaid mesh. I don't know if you saw the picture that Bunny posted of her pull-through ruffle wreath. She used that.
I think I did, but I didn't see that over there.
Mm-hmm.
Where
is everybody? You're the first one here.
I was waiting. I said, I can't do it tonight because I got in so late to cut everything.
Yeah.
So I said, well, at least I can watch it and then get the video and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Susan. Hi, Susan, honey.
Hey, Christina. How are you, dear?
Hi. I'm good.
Good. I'm glad.
It's a good day today. I had a shopping day and we went to lunch and we went to the home goods store. They just opened up a home goods store here.
Oh, I bet that's great.
You have those around there?
Yeah, we do. We surely do.
So crowded though. All I bought was ribbon. They had like a lot of knick-knacky type things, and you know,
yeah.
I have so much of that stuff already. I don't need any more knick-knacks for my house. They had like a lot of little gourmet foodie type things, and I found, where's the ribbon that I bought? I'll even show you. It's really pretty.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
My daughter's like, Mom, you bought ribbon, really? I'm like, yeah. So what's your issue? This is just a really pretty plaid that I found. But you know what I thought I would use it for when we do our snowman? That's like wrap it around his neck and make like a little bow.
Oh, that'll be beautiful.
Yeah. And then I just got this is kind of pretty. It's sort of like a sparkly polka dot.
Very pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And it was $5.99, but it's how many feet? It's 10 yards, so it's 30 feet.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I got some ribbon. And where else did I go today? I'll show you. I love Bath and Body Works. Hi, Robin. Robin's here.
Yes, I love that place.
Hi, Robin. So I went to Bath and Body Works too, and I love the little, you guys ever buy the wallflowers?
I love those.
The little smelly things.
That looks so great.
I love them. And I got spiced apple and a bunch of other pretty Christmassy smells. My daughter wanted me to get this sweet cinnamon soap. So I was good. That's all I bought. That's it. But we didn't go to a craft store either. So
I spent $2 in Hobby Lobby.
You know what? When I went there the other day to get the burlap for our braided wreath, I had my daughter come in with me, and I said, "You cannot let me look at anything else. If follow me to the fabric, I'm getting the burlap, and don't let me look at anything else. And she really did that. She saw me. I was starting to like maneuver over toward the Christmas section. I'm like, oh, what's that? And she's like, nope, let's go. I was good. So who do we have? Linda, Susan Sullivan, my girl Robin's here. Yay. Bunny's here.
Christina.
Bunny. What, Robin?
Hi.
Hi.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to get the video because we just got home from a craft show
Oh, okay.
and it's been kind of a crazy. It wasn't the best show, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
yeah, it's the area that I'm in, and so we did sell some Santa hats.
Mhm.
So we did good with that. So we're just having my girlfriend's up, and so we're just having a fire and having a cocktail right now.
Oh, man, that sounds great. And and I think a lot of it might have to do with how heavily they advertise too.
Yes, and our weather was horrible today. It was
Yeah.
raining and cold. And it wasn't just me, it was all the vendors. They were all
Hold on, somebody's asking me for the link here. I always love these last minute people here. Hold on, let me just get them the link so they can join in. I only posted it a few hours ago, but that's okay. I'll send it to you anyway because I'm nice. Let's see. Yeah, it had been really crappy here the past few days, like rainy, and the sun finally came out for a little while today. Let me just send her this link so she can get on here.
You're in New York, right?
Making a double chocolate chip cookie, a
This has to
toasted
be on
marshmallow cloud.
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. So Marcia can get on and join us. I usually don't do this. I usually tell everybody to sort of get everything ready before class so I don't have to stop and troubleshoot and stuff, but I'll just send her the link. So, okay, let's see. Let me jump back in here, and there's everybody. Rose is here. Hi, Rose. So, you know what? I'm just going to get started. Let me move my laptop over like I always do. I don't know if we have anybody new tonight joining us, like brand new. We had a couple people that I thought were going to be joining us that had just joined the group, but let me move this over.
but I gotta show you. Somebody else is getting
Sort of set it up a little bit differently today. I put my camera up a little bit higher. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Does anybody have any questions?
Christina, it's Rose McDonough. I just want to let you know that I'm going to be here till about 9:15, 9:30. Then I got to boot out. So if you can just send me the video after, so I can finish up.
Of course, my dear. No problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Let me get started. Let me just mute everybody so we can get rid of the background noise, and we'll get started. Okay. Why didn't everybody get muted? Let's see. All right, here we go. Let me just make my screen bigger here. Okay. So what I did, I don't know if you can see, but the rail form that I had had little green tinsel ties on it, and I thought that's not going to work with the fall centerpiece. So I just snipped them off, and I put some of this orangey goldish type cleaners on that I got from the Dollar Tree. But what I did too, and I don't know who was in my Rail Swag class, which is the same form, this was the third class. I actually, there's 11 ties that come on these things, okay? But there's none on the ends. So I went ahead and I just added an additional tie on each end right in the middle, because I figured, that's going to leave an empty spot. It may not show, but I just wanted to do that. So I just added one extra tie on each end, just so every spot was covered. So there's that. Now, the colors that I have, let's see what I have here. Now, I was actually going to try and use, I have a really pretty orange and like a moss green that I'm going to use. Okay. Now, I've had this mesh for a while. I think I got it from Dollar General, and it's really pretty, but if you can see, there's jute running through the middle there, and you cannot cut that stuff with the wood burning tool. And I really don't like cutting mesh at all now, and yes, unless I use my wood burning tool. So I was actually going to try to use this too, but it just wouldn't cut through that. It does not cut through the jute. So I may just save this and maybe do like a pull through ruffle with it or something. But I was also thinking 2 colors is really enough. But then I realized I have this pretty gold that I was going to use in my Christmas garland that I didn't, because it really isn't shiny. It's kind of just plain standard mesh. It doesn't really have a sheen to it. So I'm not sure if that's really going to go with that. I might not even use that. I might just go ahead and use my orange and my moss green. I think that'll be enough. I don't know what the heck I'm going to use this for. I ordered this online and I didn't realize it. I thought it was going to be metallic, but it's not. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So, alrighty. So what I'm going to do is, we're not really going to do a ruffle and we're not really going to do a spiral. It may end up looking like a spiral, but it's not rolled like a spiral. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 ruffles or spirals or whatever you want to call them per tie. And I think I'm going to do like, I'm going to alternate, but I want to do like 2 green and like an orange in the middle, and then 2 orange and then a green in the middle. So I'm going to kind of alternate. So, and the way I'm going to do my mesh is, and I think I've shown you this method before. This was the method that I used in the very first class, and I believe I used it for my rail swag too. Now, you know normally how when you do a ruffle, you kind of lay it out and you scrunch it. And you scrunch, 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 and you have a little ruffle. The problem with that for me sometimes is it still frays on the ends, and those open ends are still going to be showing when you place your ruffle down. Okay, you know, that just bothers me. I don't really want my ends to show. So you can do yours that way if you want, if you feel comfortable with that, and just make sure you place it face down. Okay, so your cut ends are face down. Or what you can do is, you know how your mesh just naturally rolls like that. Just sort of like fold it in together. Okay, so your cut ends are like folded in. So it's sort of like a ruffle and it's sort of like a spiral, and you just pinch it in the middle, okay? And then all your little cut ends are hidden inside, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. Whatever you feel comfortable doing, if you wanna scrunch it or if you wanna roll it like that, you can even make a spiral. My mesh is falling all over the floor. So my problem is I can't really hold this with one hand and roll my other piece of mesh with the other hand. I just can't. It's kind of like rubbing my head and my stomach at the same time. I cannot do that. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to start placing my mesh, okay, one at a time. You don't have to do that if you have, you know, very dexterous fingers and you can hold it with one hand and roll it with the other, go ahead. But I'm just going to go ahead and place my first piece down. And then I'm going to go, Robin, you got your sister there. That's your sister. I see her. Is it your sister or your friend? She can't hear me. So I'm just going to go with the green now. So just kind of like let it roll together. Fold your cut ends in, okay, and just pinch it in the middle, okay? That's it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I just did one quick little tie there, but I'm going to open it back up again and put my green. Give it one little twist just to hold it in place there. And then I'm going to go in with another orange. So we're going to have 3 per tie. Okay, and that is it. You see how I'm sort of like folding it? I'm not really rolling it. I'm just trying to get my cut ends to go in so they're hiding and they don't come apart on me. And then there you go. And then you just pinch it. And that's it. Sort of like cross them, you know, so they're not going the same way. And now that you have all three of them in there, then you can give it a couple of good twists so it stays. And that's it. And that's just my piece on the end there. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a green and then an orange and then another green. So I'm just going to alternate. Fold those in, pinch, and that's it. I was even thinking about buying a couple of pillar candles, and I think that would be pretty for the centerpiece. And then when you're done, just sort of put a couple of candles in there. That would be really pretty. Pinch. And again, you know, you could even use like, you know, chip clips or whatever to hold your mesh down while you're rolling your next piece, or while you're scrunching your next piece, or maybe even just get a pair of scissors and lay the scissors down on them, or just something to kind of weigh it down. You don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it.
Have you heard, Christina, about using your Bow Dabra to hold them in?
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't have a Bow Dabra. You know, I might have one now that I think about it. It might be in my sister's attic somewhere. I know I had some sort of a bow maker years ago.
I know I've had one in my closet forever, so.
Really? I love your accent so much, Linda.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, I know that. I could tell.
You're from New York, right?
I'm from New York, yeah. You know what? I used to have, actually it was my ex-husband. He had some friends that lived in New Hampshire, and they used to say, "Pak ya kan Harvard yard for a quarter." Ever hear that?
Yes, I get made up so much. It's like cockies, like car keys.
Right. Your car keys.
I get made fun of so much. Everybody, anytime I call someone, say, "You're from Boston or Massachusetts, aren't you?"
Right. I love it, though. I love that accent.
And I say, "I don't have an accent. It's you guys."
Yeah, I'm in upstate New York, and, you know, a lot of people across the country don't realize, not you, but a lot of people across the country don't realize that I'm 5 hours from New York City. So, you know, they think of me as a New Yorker. You know, I live in the Big Apple. No, it's far. And
we have friends in Buffalo, and we've been up to Batavia.
Yeah, that's near there. Yeah, but people say that, you know, upstate New Yorkers have more of a Chicago type accent. I guess so. I guess I could hear that a little bit. So I'm just going through. So these are kind of going to look like spirals, but they're really not spirals because I'm not rolling it as tight as you would a spiral. But look how full that is becoming already. I really wish I had a brown. I think a brown would have been pretty too, but that's okay. We're going to add ribbons and stuff. So now I need another orange. I actually got this mesh from Dollar General a while ago, and I'm waiting now because they still have a few rolls over there, but I'm waiting to see if it's going to go on clearance, and then I'm going to scoop it up. It's actually pretty good quality, and it was only $5 a roll. So yeah, I only have 3 ties done there so far, and look how full that is. It's really pretty full. I think I'm going to give this to my sister because I don't really have any room at my dining room table right now. So now we're going to I'm trying to keep track of what I'm doing here. So this is an orange, green, and orange. So now I'm going to do green, orange, and green. You can do this with Christmas. You know, you can do it with anything you want, any theme. See? I was going to try to finish showing you guys how to make your own rail form out of wire hangers, but I could only find one wire hanger in my closet. I kind of feel like Joan Crawford there, you know, no wire hangers. I don't like wire hangers. So, but you can definitely make a rail form out of a wire hanger. I don't know if you saw my picture that I posted. I don't even know what I did with my wire hanger that I made here. But, oh, here it is. I just took my wire hanger and I tried to make it as square, if you can see that, as square as I could, okay? But then obviously it's a lot shorter than the rail form. The rail form is 22 inches. I mean, it's a little wider, but that's not really a big deal. But these crossbars here really don't serve any function. You don't attach anything to them. So I'm thinking, if you just take two of these, like do another one and like, you know, obviously turn it the other way like that, attach it to the bottom, okay? You can bend this in, you can bend this part in. I won't do it right now. So it's like this is underneath over here, and just zip tie them together and you have a rail form. It's a little wider, just attach your pipe cleaners and you're good to go. So I think there was a video that I saw on YouTube where somebody did, I'm gonna put my mesh over here so I don't keep reaching over the table, where somebody made a swag out of a hanger. And it looked really nice. I think it was Gift Basket Appeal. I'm not sure if any of you have ever seen her videos. I like her. She's got a very soothing voice. And she's got great videos. Okay. So now we're going to go back to orange, green, and orange. I can't believe it's November already, you guys. I'm just blown away by that. I cannot believe how fast time is going by. So now we have orange, and green, I'm jealous of Robin sitting there with her cocktail. If I had a cocktail and tried to do class, I would pass out on the floor. I'll tell you guys a funny story. We took my sister out to dinner. We went to Red Lobster about a week and a half or so ago. And I don't know if you guys have ever had a Long Island iced tea. Anybody ever have a Long Island iced tea? Those things are strong. And I had one when I was, what's that?
Yes, they are.
Oh my gosh. I had one when I was younger. And I guess I didn't remember how strong they were. And after my first one, I was really feeling it. And then I decided, stupid me, to get a second one. And oh my gosh. And I just wanted to fall asleep. It wasn't like I was even like happy drunk and, you know, I just want to sleep. And my daughters drove my sister and I drove with my son, and I had to lay down in the back seat on the way home. I just wanted to sleep. And I remember my daughters, my daughter told me after she pulled up next to the car, and they're like, "Where's Mom?" So I was laying down in the back seat. It's like, "Mom, we didn't know where you were. We thought maybe Nick left you behind." I'm like, "Nope. I just needed to lay down." I guess as you get older, you can't hold your liquor as well as you used to when you were younger. Oh, well. So now I'm going back to green, orange, green for my next tie. And you can see this goes pretty quickly. I'm just doing one twist because I'm going to add more. I have my orange. Fold it in, make sure your cut ends are underneath, and it's so fast, and you have your little ruffle / spiral. I really want to do a ruffle wreath with 30-inch pieces. I'm not sure if you've ever seen anybody do one of those before, but I'll tell you something, that makes such a full wreath. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever seen my anchor wreath that I made back in May or April, I think it was. It's posted in the group somewhere. But that had 26-inch ruffles, and I'm telling you, it's such a nice full wreath. I really want to do one of those. I also want to do a wreath with the poof and the ruffle, where you do the poofs and then you add the ruffles. That makes a nice full wreath as well. So this is really only just one side here, okay? I've really only gone around one side, and we're pretty full here already. So you can see that fills up pretty quickly. So now what do we have here? Now I need orange, green, orange. And pinch. So you can see, you know, because all your cut ends are in, nothing is showing, so you're not going to have any fraying at all. And it really is true what they say. Don't handle your mesh too much. You can see this piece is really just kind of curling in. This is like toward the end of the roll. So I'm just going to let it just do its thing and just pinch it. The less you handle the mesh, the less it's going to fray. You know, I don't care if you spend, you know, $20 or $1 from the Dollar Tree. If you keep handling it, it's going to fray. There's, you know, that poinsettia wreath that I made was Dollar Tree mesh, but I used the wood burning tool and I attached it and then I left it alone. And I had maybe a few frays, but not bad at all. Okay, I need to go get some more of my orange out of my bag here. Fold it in and pinch. I'm going to turn this around because we're going to go around the other side now. What do I need to do here? No, I need to start with green. Pay attention to what you're doing here.
That's so pretty.
Oh, thank you. I know I love these colors. I think I used these same colors on my rail swag too, honestly. I'm pretty sure I did. Pam was going to be with us tonight in class, but she had to work. And I know she said she's doing a Christmas one, so it'll be pretty.
That's my plan too.
All we've been doing is Christmas, so I kind of wanted to take a little bit of a break because it really is kind of still fall, and go back to fall. I think I'm going to give this to my sister, like I said, because she's hosting Thanksgiving dinner this year and she can put this on her table. Okay, now we can go back to the orange, green, orange. Okay. I hope you guys can see this. It's just kind of let it just naturally roll in on itself. Get those cut ends hidden in there and just pinch. That's all you're doing. Where the heck did my tie go? There it is. Need more green. Pinch. And again, you know, I might even go into my sister's and see if I can't find my bow dabber. I know I used to have one of those, even just to hold my mesh, like you suggested there. It's really a good idea. I know Hardworking Mom, her videos, she's able to like hold it with one hand and roll with the other. I just can't do it. I must have a brain something or other that does not allow me to do that. Nice and fluffy. I like them so they're kind of all sticking up. You go in with kind of fuss with them a little bit so they're sticking up a little bit. So it looks nice and fluffy. Okay. And you know, don't worry about these spaces here. We're going to fill those in. And you know, there's really nothing wrong. Like if you're looking at it and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, you know, I don't like that space there. Add another pipe cleaner. You know what I mean? You have the bars, you have the space. If you feel like it needs to be a little bit fuller, add another pipe cleaner. Because there is kind of a space here, you know, and I'm like, it's already like annoying me. I might even add another pipe cleaner there. We'll see when I'm done. You can definitely do that. It's your creation here. Let's see, where am I now? So now I need green, orange, green. I added quite a bit more to my flower, to my poinsettia, after class. Obviously, it took us a while to do that poinsettia, and I don't believe anybody finished during class because it's time consuming. Don't be mistaken. If you haven't done the poinsettia yet, it is time consuming, but it really does come out nice when it's done. And I just kept fussing with it. I would hang it and I would go back and look at it, and you know, I thought I need a little bit more there. Just add more. If you can find a spot to put your pipe cleaner, then by all means keep adding until you're happy with it. It's not done until you're happy with it, unless you're the kind of person that just can't stop staring at something and then you keep adjusting. And I'm guilty of that sometimes. You kind of do need to know when to walk away. So I need another green. I don't know why there's a space there. I think I'm going to put another pipe cleaner there. I gotta see. I like the way these orange tinsels kind of blend in with everything too. I need some more orange here. Wait a second, don't tell me I ran out of orange. Did I not cut enough orange? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. How did I run out of orange already? That's not possible. Well, guess what, guys? I don't know what happened, but I didn't cut enough orange. Let's see. I know I have another roll of orange, so, but how the heck did that happen? I'm not going to use the wood burner because that'll take too long. I'm just going to cut it. I apologize. That's really strange. I thought I cut 2 rolls. All right, so we're going to cut a little bit more orange just so we have enough. Let me move this out of the way. That's really odd. Never fear. But I am going to use the scissors because I don't want to make you guys wait while I get my wood burning tool out. 10 inches. One. And I have scissors because, I don't know if I've told this story before. I think that the rotary cutter that I bought was faulty. It just does not cut. I know I could probably get a new blade, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I think I'm just going to have to buy a new rotary cutter. So I don't have a rotary cutter right now, which is why I'm using scissors. But normally, like I said, I use my wood burning tool to cut my mesh. But in the essence of time here, I'm just going to use scissors. I have a lot of green. I just don't have enough orange. Let's do a couple more here. I'm doing it roughly 10 inches. It's not like exact. Okay. Bring my swag back up here, or my centerpiece, I should say. Okay, so now we need orange, green, orange. All right. And we're just going to fold these ends in, so no worries about fraying ends. This is the beauty of live television. You never know when you're going to have a mishap. Not that that was really a mishap. A mishap would have been if I ran out of orange and I didn't have another roll. That would have been a mishap. Don't do what I'm doing here. Don't pull your frays. Cut them. If you have a couple here and there, cut them. Don't pull them. Get in there. Yeah, Home Goods was really, really crowded today. Like I said, they had a lot of, knick-knacky type things, which I don't really need. I have a lot of that stuff already. I had lamps and pillows. This piece is kind of really wanting to fray here. I'm going to take this one out and I'm going to roll it again, this green piece here. I don't know why it's doing that. You know what, I'm going to chop that piece and get another one because that one's fraying. That was bothering me. And I have a lot of green, so we just got rid of that annoying piece that was fraying. He's gone. He's been replaced. All right, so now I need green, orange, green. Okay. Green. Oh, I got them on the floor here. They're all over the place. How many more ties do I have left here? I think I'm on my last tie, but like I said, I might add a few more pipe cleaners here and there. I kind of got to look. But look, that's really full though. But again, you know, I don't like to see any wire. It bothers me. So I may go in and add a couple more pipe cleaners. We'll see. So where am I at now here? Green, orange, green. So now I need orange, green, orange. This is going to be really pretty when it's done. I can just see it like sitting on the table here. But when you're done, you know, kind of go through and just try to pull your little curly ends up so they're kind of facing up. It just gives it a little bit more fullness, you know. It's going to be laying on your table or your mantle or wherever you want to place it. So you want it to be nice and full and fluffy. Just kind of go through and lift up your little ends here so they're facing up. Like that. I mean, I guess you could, if you wanted to, you could add more pipe cleaners in the middle here, these middle bars. But I don't think you're really going to need to do that. I think you're going to have enough mesh so you don't really have to do that. But you can. Like if you see a space here and you're like, I don't like that space, just add a pipe cleaner and add another bundle there. That's totally fine. But that's really nice and full. I need to add one more over here though. We're not done. I need another orange. So I am undoing it. I'm only twisting it once, and then when I go to add my other piece, I do untwist it. And then you can give it your final couple of twists here. See, that one's, I gotta roll that again because I don't like how my cut ends are showing there. I want those to be inside. Roll that again. I'm not happy with the way that rolled. Okay. Okay, that's that. That's my last one. Now to decide, which is definitely still obviously a matter of personal preference if you want to add more ruffles or not. I kind of got to look at it and see where I'm at. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I might need, I think I'm going to add one more over here. You see that piece, that spot right there? I'm going to put another ruffle there, or another bundle, I should say. I don't like that. I don't like that spot there. So let's get another pipe cleaner.
Christina,
Yes, ma'am.
it's Susan. I'm adding them to the middle. I don't like the way they're. I don't like seeing that, so I'm adding to the middle.
Alrighty, that's that. You could do that. See, I really can't see it in mine, so if I could see it, I would. But no, this piece is fraying on me here. I'm a fanatic when it comes to fraying. I just don't like that at all. So I'm going to re-roll that piece. Let me look at that for a minute. I'm actually just going to get a new piece. You can do whatever you want. You know, it's all in what you want. You can add them to the middle. I didn't bother adding them to my middle because there weren't pipe cleaners that came in the middle. But again, if I'm seeing a bare spot, I'm just going to add more. Yours is going to be nice and full, Susan. So there's my other pipe cleaner right there. So I'm going to add some more. What do I have here? Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What's here? Green, orange, green. So I'll do orange, green, orange. And keep in mind, though, too, ladies, that you will be adding ribbon and embellishments. I have some little pine cones. So, you know, keep in mind that that's gonna help cover any bare spots as well. I need to cut just a little bit more orange, though, to finish that one off. Move him out of the way for a minute. I need to cut more. I apologize. And I'm just going to do 3 more just to make sure. I actually went for a walk with my daughter in this really pretty trail that we have near our house. I want to say maybe a week and a half or so ago. It was just a really beautiful fall day, and there were all these pine cones on the trail that had like the white tips. And I thought those would be so perfect for my centerpiece. So, you know, I didn't have a bag or anything. And my daughter's like, Mom, just grab some, you know, they'll be really pretty. And I ended up getting sap all over my hands. And then I was so angry that I had the sap on my hands that I just left the pine cones there. And I went and I bought some pine cones. So I have pine cones, but there's no sap on them, so that's good. All right, so let's put another orange one over here. Where did I leave? Where was my extra one? Now I can't find it. Let's see. I think it was over here. Ah. I don't know where that extra one was that I added. I have to find it now. I lost it. It's sticking to my shirt. I think it's right here. Yeah. Orange, green, orange. It's right there. It's right here. Come on. There we go. Twist it in. Let's see if there's another. You know, I can see, Susan, what you're saying there. I think I'm gonna add one to my crossbar too.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't stand
Yeah.
holes.
I know what you're saying. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna add a couple to my crossbars too, I think. So I'm just not happy with the fullness of that either. If you guys are happy with the fullness of it, with the way it is, by all means. But it's so easy just to put another pipe cleaner in there and add some more. If you've got the extra mesh, then by all means. I may not go all the way up because it seems like on my end here, my ends are good. My ends are good, but there's just a couple spots in the middle that just look a little bare. So that's okay. Let's see. If you have the mesh, then use it. Green, we'll do an orange. So if you're just watching this video and you have not you're not working on your form right now, consider that. Consider adding some more pipe cleaners up the middle because you know what? It couldn't hurt. And you'll have a very nice full centerpiece. I didn't do this with my rail swag though. It was full enough when I made my rail swag. I didn't need to put the pipe cleaners up the middle, so I'm not quite sure why this time it's making a difference, but look how much more full that is already. But again, my ends seem like they're okay. My ends are nice and full, but there's just a couple of bare spots in the middle. So that's okay. We'll just take care of it.
I'm not making mine tonight, but I just added those to the middle too. Just
There you go. What color mesh do you have, Rose? Oh, that's not Rose. That was Linda.
I'm looking at red and like a white.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pretty.
I have a couple of different ones that I bought today at Hobby Lobby, but I'm really not sure of them.
Joann's had finally put their Christmas stuff out now. My daughter actually had a job interview at Joann's, a part-time job, and she got it. So I went with her for her interview, and she's like, Mom, she's like, don't say anything. I said, listen, I'm just going to be a shopper. You go for your interview. I'm just going to shop. And Joann's has really, really pretty mesh, but it wasn't on sale. I got to plug my laptop in. It wasn't on sale, and I wasn't about to pay $15 for a roll of, what was it, 21-inch mesh. No, I'm not doing that. Just plug my laptop in here.
Hobby Lobby had everything 50% off on all this stuff today.
Yeah, they do. I saw that the other day when I wasn't supposed to look at anything because I was just there to buy burlap. I wasn't allowed to look at anything else. So let's see.
I just wish Hobby Lobby was closer. It's like 45 minutes to an hour
Is it
away.
really? Oh shoot! Yeah, it's about a half an hour from me. Hobby Lobby. We have Michael's. We have Joann's. About a half an hour or so.
I have Michael's actually lucky in town.
You know what's? I saw somebody posted something in the group the other day. They found mesh at Lowe's. Lowe's has mesh. If you have a Lowe's in your town, go check it out. They have mesh. You know what though? Joann's had some really, really pretty ribbon, and the ribbon was 50% off. I don't know why the mesh wasn't on sale, but the ribbon was on sale, and I got a couple of pretty rolls of ribbon. So that's filling in nicely there. Let me cut that piece off because it's bothering me. I think I'm going to put one right here. If you guys can see, there's one more little spot there that looks a little bare. Right there. I think I'm going to add one more right there. Where's the ribbon that I got from? I got this from Joann's. Isn't that gorgeous? It was really pretty. I love the swirlies. And I got, because I want to make that gingerbread wreath next month, I got some pretty little gingerbread. Can't see because of my light. My light is so bright. You can see that, my pretty gingerbread ribbon. That was cute. Not that I needed any more ribbon, but we won't talk about that. I have a ribbon obsession now, I think. All right, let me get one more pipe cleaner, and we're going to add one more set of ruffles right here. And then I think we'll be good, and we can start adding our ribbon. How nice and full that is, though. Isn't that pretty? All right, what are we going to do here now? We're going to do, I think, green, orange, green, and then we'll be done. Susan, are you doing fall colors or are you doing Christmas?
I'm doing Christmas.
You are. And what colors are you using?
I'm using the cheapest mesh you've ever tried to work with in your life.
Really? Where'd you get it?
I got it at Big Lots. Never again.
Oh, really?
And that was my base mesh. And so I'm having to add stuff that won't ravel and fray and tear, and I hate this. Oh,
How did you cut it? Did you just cut it with scissors or?
I cut it with a rotary cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw someone posted a picture of the mesh from Big Lots, and it was called scarving or something, decorative scarving.
Oh,
Or
God.
something weird.
Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
Okay. All right, this is really filling in here nicely here. I think I'm done. I think I am done with my mesh. And again, kind of go through. Now, don't pull on it too much because you know what happens when you pull on it too much. It's going to fray. But just sort of try to get all your little ruffles to face up. So it's nice and fluffy and full. I don't know if fluffy is the right word because mesh is kind of stiff, but look at that. Look how full that is. I didn't add any additional ones in the middle. If I was to start over again, like Linda, when you do yours, you already added yours in the middle. I think if I was to do this over again, I would just go ahead and put pipe cleaners up the middle. But for some reason, my ends look nice and full. It was just the middle that I kind of needed to add. But that's done. We're going to start adding our ribbon now. So I think that looks good. I'm going to try to tuck this in because this piece is like fraying over here. So we just kind of tuck it in and hide it a little bit. Okay, let me get a drink of water. Is everybody caught up, or can I start adding my ribbon, or do you guys need to catch up? If you need me to wait a couple minutes, I can.
I'm ready.
Okay. I actually have some of this as well. This is actually, you can get this from the Dollar Tree, but it's more shiny. This I actually ordered from Trendy Tree, and it's more like a fabric. It's not really a jute, but it's the tubing, if you've seen that. So we're going to be adding some of that too, but after I put my ribbon on, and I'll show you how to add that. So I have a bunch of different ribbon selections. I cut a bunch of different kinds of ribbon that I had. I had so much fall ribbon. It was unbelievable. I'm going to show you what I have, and then I'll bring this back up here and we'll start adding it. I have this green, sort of like a burlap, and this is the same. It's like an orange. This is pretty leaves. And then I have a plaid. Now what I actually did, and this is what I've been doing lately with my ribbon, I cut 13-inch strips. Okay? And then I also cut 16-inch strips. And these are, we can add into some of the ties as like a bow tie. I know I've showed you how to do this in other videos, where you just kind of make a circle out of it and you pinch it together. And then you can have like a nice little bow tie like that on top of your ribbon streamers. I didn't do that with all of the ribbon. I did it with that. I also have this chevron too. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. We have to see. And I have this really pretty, sort of like a sheer, and it's got pumpkins on it. You can kind of see that. And that I cut into 13-inch strips, and I also did the 16-inch strips with that as well, so to make our little bow tie. So we're going to see how this is all going to play out. I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet. We're going to see how it looks. I'll lay them over here for now. I really wish I had a bigger table. I need a bigger table. We'll just move these out of the way so we can bring our our centerpiece back up here. And then I can figure out what ribbons I want to use where. Okay. You don't have to put ribbons in every tie. You can if you want to. So what I think I'm going to do, because it always looks nice to pair a solid with a pattern. So these look nice together, this plaid and this moss green. So all you're going to do is just lay it on top, and they don't have to be like, this is a thinner one. You can do the same width if you want. They don't have to be different widths, okay? So just sort of try to find your middle, okay? And you can best do that by folding it in half like that, and then find your middle, and then just pinch. Doesn't have to be a perfect pinch. You're going to fix it once you get it on there. And just find a tie and start anywhere you want. My big head's in the way here. Hold on. This is so full now, I can't find my ties. Here's one. I'll just twist it in there. And then you fan it out. This is just so full though that you may have a hard time getting your ribbon to lay the way you want it to, but just play with it a little bit. And that's that. Now this moss green kind of blends in a little bit with the rest of the green, so I'm not quite sure if I want to use that because it sort of blends in with the moss green mesh. So you know what? That's what you do. You test it, and if it doesn't look right, you take it out because this is just going to blend in too much with my green that's already on there. So we're not going to use that. So that strikes that. Let me see what else I have here. Maybe what we'll do, so that one sort of blends in as well. Let me see. I really like that orange though. Maybe I'll do that on top of that like that and see how that looks. You never really know until you start adding stuff how it's going to look. You just have to play with it a little bit. I like that chevron. That chevron is pretty. I think we're going to keep that there. I like that. Let's see what I have here now. I want to use the leaves. I think I'm actually going to put the plaid on top of the leaves, and you're probably thinking, oh, that's not going to match. Well, you're going to twist it apart anyway, so it's totally fine. Now I'm skipping over. I'm not going to the very next tie. I'm going to the one over. And just sort of fan it out. Okay. I think I'm going to go back to my chevron. What do I have with that? Maybe I will still use the green. No, I don't care. I like the green. I like the way that looks together. So I'm still going to use that. And I'm going to skip another tie and I'm going to go over to this one. And you can fold these in, or you can just sort of like leave them there because they sort of add a little bit of a decoration. Your little pipe cleaner ends there. See, it does sort of blend in a little bit, this ribbon, but I like it. I like the way the ribbon looks on there, that moss green ribbon. Okay. I did kind of want to use this though too. I'm trying to think if that would really blend in too much. It's so pretty though. It's really, really pretty. I've got all my ribbon laid out on the table here. That's why you can't see what I'm doing. What am I going to do next here? Let's see. So what you can do is you can take your 16-inch piece, it's not dovetailed on the end, and you just fold it over. You can see that, and so it's so bright in here. Okay, and you just make a little bow tie out of it. Pinch it in the middle, and you can add it right on top. Like that. You don't have to do it on every one. You can have a nice little bow tie, and that kind of hides the pipe cleaner too, actually. See that? That's cute. Okay, I'm going to go back over on this side here. Again, these are 13-inch ribbon strips, ribbon streamers. whatever you want to call them. I am so sorry that my head's in the way. I'm not even realizing that my head is in the way. I apologize. I have to be cognizant of that with my big fat head. I'm just trying to see what I'm doing here. And it's so fluffy. This centerpiece is just so fluffy that I have to bend my head over so I can see what I'm doing here. And since I have the longer strips of this leaf ribbon, I'm going to add another bow tie to the middle of that one now too. You can see because it's just so full that sometimes, you know, your ribbon isn't going to want to lay the way you want it to lay, but don't freak out. It's fine. So I'll get another 16-inch piece, and I'm going to make another bow. You don't need to do it on every one. You can do it on every other one. Make another little bow tie. Just make sure you have it folded enough here so when you pinch it, it doesn't come apart. That's the key. You want to have enough of it folded over so then when you do pinch it in the middle, it's going to stay and not come out on you when you attach it to your pipe cleaner. You're going to want to tug at it a little bit. To get it to, see, this one came out. Make sure you have enough of a fold there. There. So when you put it in, you can tie it and you can tug at it a little bit to fluff it out. There. I'm actually going to plug in my glue gun real quick here because I'm going to start adding some pine cones and stuff when I'm done with my ribbon. And little pumpkins and whatnot. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the chevron and the orange. I really wanted to use this other pumpkin, the sheer one, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm going to see. I don't think it would really show up because it's just so sheer. I'll use it for something else then. There's always another project we can use our ribbon for. So what do I have here? I need my chevron and my orange. I'll go back to that again. If you want to do 3 ribbon streamers per tie, you can do 3. Again, I'm not even doing it on every single tie. I'm doing it on every other tie. Actually, I'll go back over to this one. Just fluff it out as good as you can. Okay. Start going around the bend here. To the other side. And we're going to go back to the leaves and the plaid. But that's looking pretty. And that's where we're going to put another little bow tie in the middle of that one. Just make sure these pieces that you add your bow tie with, if you decide to do that, are 16 inches. They need to be longer. I always get these weird pop-up things on my screen. You didn't see that, but I could see it. I was like, well, get out of here. So you have your cute little bow tie in the middle. Yeah. We're going to go back to the chevron and the orange. Okay, and now I think we're going to do one more. I'm going to put one more right there with our leaves. I may have to cut a little bit more of that though. I hope I have another roll of the leaves. I don't know if I do. I might not be able to do another bow tie with the leaves. Let's see, what do I have here? Leaves with the plaid. I might have to do a bow tie with the plaid instead, because I don't have enough left of that one. Maybe we just won't do a bow tie on that one. I don't know if I have another roll of that with the leaves. I might. If I do, we'll just have to add that bow tie later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't seem to have another 16-inch piece of the leaves. I know I have more fall ribbon. I have so much fall ribbon. I just don't feel like looking for another roll of it right now. Okay, so that's that. Again, if I find another roll of this, which I'm pretty sure I have another roll of the leaves, I'll just go back and I'll add another bow tie thereafter. So that's that. And what we're going to do now is add some of our tubing, okay? This is, let me see how long this is. I'll tell you right now how long I cut this piece. You don't have to add the tubing if you don't have it. This is quite long. This is about 38 inches that I cut this piece, because I'm going to make a few loops out of it. Okay, let me move this for a minute so you can see what I'm going to do here. You're basically just going to start making like a little bow with it. So you have a little piece for a tail. Just kind of eyeball it, maybe 3-4 inches. Okay, make a loop. All right, then go back and make another loop the other way. Kind of eyeball it and see if it's the same size. Make another loop. Okay, and then it doesn't have to be the same size. Just a little series of loops here. Oops. Just like that, just so you have a little bow, and then you can go in. Let me bring this back. And just find some place to add it. You can add it on top of your ribbon. You can add it. In fact, that might look cute right here where I don't have a bow tie. So We're going to put that right there. So just fit that right in the middle. Just like that. And tie it in. And you have your little tubing there. You can adjust it when you get it on there. And that's that. And I think I'll do that. I think I'm just going to add it to the ones that I don't have a bow tie in. I'll just continue adding that around. So just get a little tail here and just start making loops. See that? Oops, maybe you have to fix your loops a little bit so they're a little more even. Doesn't have to be perfectly even, but unless you want it to be even, I'm going to play with it a little bit. I'm going to start that one over. Yeah, that's better. Now we've got some more even loops there, so just kind of pinch it in the middle, like that. And just add it right on top of your ribbon. And again, don't worry so much about your little ties, because they kind of blend in with everything anyway. I have a couple more here. Look at that, I'm getting the hang of that. I don't work with this flex tubing that much, so I apologize. But see, once you get the hang of it, once you get going with it, it works. So back to the one where I don't have a bow tie. We'll add that in. And that's cute. Let's go back and forth. Just like that. Let's see, over here. I have one more. I think that's really all I'm going to need. In fact, I don't think I'm even going to need that one more. No, I'm not going to need this one. I have it in all the ones with the chevron. Yep. So I think actually I'm good. I don't need another one. So now is where you can get creative with adding additional items, and this is where your glue gun will come in handy. You have a bunch of, I have some pine cones, some little leaves, some pumpkins, and whatever the heck that's supposed to be, a pear. It's a weird colored pear, but it's still cute. This is like a little bag of items that I got. I don't remember where I got them from, but there's pine cones in here, and there's pumpkins, little berries. If you want to add some fall flowers or some leaves, you can do that. Again, even if you want to get maybe some pillar candles and put those in the middle, that would look really pretty. Okay. But I'm just going to start adding a bunch of these little doodads in here. And we'll start with maybe a little pumpkin. I'm over here with my glue. You can't see what I'm doing, but I've got my glue here. And I think I'm just going to start adding. Like I'm going to put this pumpkin right here, right in the middle. You always love to have to wait for glue to dry, huh? It's so fun. Oop. And then you burn yourself. Just kind of press on it so it stays there. So I have a little pumpkin there, and this little weird pear type thingy. Put that on there. And maybe I'll put that right here. And these little berries are kind of cute. I will add some of those. I've got a lot of fall flowers too. I'll look through my fall flowers and see what I have. Just kind of stick that in there. You can really do a lot, you know, if you have, I know I've seen those little tiny scarecrows, you could add those if you want to. Put some more berries over here. And some pine cones. I'm here, guys. I'm just messing with my glue gun. It's always a challenge when you have to put a new glue stick in and press it down at the same time. Let's see. We'll put a little pine cone over here. See how cute that is? You just keep filling in. Let's see. I'll put another little pine cone over here. Just kind of nestle that in there. See that? See how that's really filling in? How's everybody doing? Even some little leaves, you can kind of put some leaves. I have so many leaves. I have so many leaf garlands. I'm just going to keep putting these pine cones in because I think these pine cones look really cute. Where can I add another one here? That's the issue, finding a place to put whatever you're holding before the glue dries. I'm going to stick it over here. Ouch. And I have some more pumpkins. But this is looking really nice. What do you guys think? Any feedback? Any suggestions? How am I doing? Talk to me. Is anybody there?
I like it. I think it's really pretty.
Did I lose everybody? Susan's there. Susan's still with me. I think everybody else went to sleep.
Maybe they did, but I like it.
You always hang out with me till the end, Susan.
I always do, don't I?
Linda, what do you think? Are you there, Linda?
I think it looks good, Christine. It's Rose.
Thanks, Rose. Be honest now, Rose. What do you think? Does it need anything else? It's so full.
No,
There's
I
so
don't
much
think it needs
cash.
anything. I don't think it needs anything else. I'm the type of person where it's too full, it looks too overly done.
Yeah, me too, me too. You know, and honestly, that's why I don't like the wreaths that just have so much ribbon that you
I am
can't
still
see
here.
anything else.
Linda's
You know,
still
you,
here.
what's that?
Linda is still here.
Hi, Linda.
I
Do you know what I
love it.
mean? You ever see the wreaths that just have so much ribbon that you can't even see the mesh? I don't like that. I like to be able to see the mesh.
Me too. I love this. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I like to see the mesh too.
I think somebody even commented one time. They're like, "Hey, I don't think I'm doing my wreaths right because I can always see the mesh." I'm like, why is that an issue? You don't want to see the mesh? What's the point? What's the point of even having mesh if you're going to put so much ribbon on that you can't see it? And I've even seen people comment and they say, is that just ribbon or is there mesh in there? So I like the way these little pine cones look too. So that's why I just kind of keep throwing these in here. Oh, this is so cute. I'm really happy with how this came out. I have a couple of leaves here that just came in this little packet.
It's
Oh,
really
Sherry Cannon says love it. I think Sherry Cannon's speaker isn't working, so she just typed in that she loves it. Thank you, sweetie.
it's very beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to stick a little leaf in over here. Just
I wish I made one like that.
What's that?
I wish I could make one like that. So
Why can't you? Oh, you can do it. All right, there's a leaf. If you can see my leaf, I threw a leaf over there because I only have 2 leaves in this little packet. So I happened to find this little packet in my stash. I'm going to add another little leaf over here somewhere just to have it because I have it here. Ouch. And I don't know about this pumpkin though. This is kind of a greenish. I guess I could still use it.
Don't use that when it looks like a pickle.
Yeah, you're right. Now that I look, it looks like a pickle. Who was that said that? Is that Rose?
Yeah, it was me.
That's funny. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. I need another glue stick. Hold on 1 second for me.
I hope mine turns out as nice as yours did because I have a craft show in 2 weeks and I intend to take it with me for a sale along with 2 Christmas ones. So hopefully
I
mine.
didn't hear what you said. What did you say? I walked away. You said you hope it comes out as nice as mine?
Yes, because I have a craft.
Go ahead.
I have a craft show in 2 weeks to do, and I was going to make 1 fall and 2 Christmas to take with me.
Uh-huh. So I've seen your stuff, Rose. So you have an issue? I think your stuff is great. I love your stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't keep it before the craft show. Everybody at work keeps buying it off of me, and I have to
really?
keep making more.
Let's see. I have another pine cone here. I'm going to throw this on here somewhere if I can find a spot.
Rose, I have one in 2 weeks too. I'm really nervous about it.
My kids keep asking me when I'm going to do a craft show. I got to tell you guys, you're going to laugh, but I'm just so busy with these classes and with the groups. I really don't have time to sell anything. I really have not been pushing to sell my stuff. And my kids keep saying to me, Mom, why aren't you like selling your stuff? I really haven't been focusing on selling what I make. I know that sounds crazy, but I've been so busy with the groups and with the classes that I'm not really focused on selling what I make. And it's kind of silly, I know. Because I know I could probably be making extra money on what I make. I know, I'm crazy. You guys don't understand. Maybe you do, but literally on a daily basis, see if you can guess how many join requests that we get in the Need to Wreathe group. Just take a guess. Like in a day.
100?
No.
500.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have admins that help me, but for some reason lately, I haven't been getting much help, and I'm usually the one that does the join requests. And just before class, there was 450 people waiting to join. And I have to be careful because there's some people that just want to join that are like trolls. they don't really want to, they don't care about wreaths, you know, they just want to get in just to get in. And so I have to be careful. I have to look at when they joined. I have to look at what other groups they belong to. Because I don't want to let anybody, you know, I don't want to let any weirdos in, you know, I got to be careful. So that can be kind of time consuming. So I like to take my time when I do that, but it's a lot of work. It's, you know, I really love it. I love these groups, but it literally is like a full-time job, but I do love it. I really do. I ran into an old friend of mine today at Bath and Body Works. I haven't seen him probably 10 years. And she said, "What have you been up to?" I said, "Honestly," I said, "I started a Wreath group on Facebook in June, and it's got 36,000 members." She's like, "Get out of here." She goes, "Are you crazy? There's that many people that like wreaths?" I said, "Yeah, there is." And then I started telling her about my classes. And so I don't know, you guys. What do you think? I think this is done. I had some fall flowers and stuff that I was thinking about adding, but I don't really think I need to add anything else.
Nothing. It looks great.
Aw, thank you.
I love
It's
it.
beautiful.
You
I
don't
love it
need
too.
anything else.
You guys wouldn't lie to me now, would you?
No, it's really pretty.
I'm very happy with that. I like that.
Gorgeous. It's very gorgeous.
I just need to find my other leaf ribbon if I have it so I can add another bow there, because that's going to bother me because I'm so OCD. Because this has a bow and that has a bow. I really like the way that came out. What time do we have here? It's only 9:30. So what are we going to do for the next half hour? Can we stop early, or are you guys going to be mad at me? I always give you 2 hours.
No, if you stop early on my part, that's fine. I enjoyed it. I see everything, and I can finish mine up after a while. Thank
And I
you.
finished mine.
Did you finish yours, Susan, or are you still working on yours?
I can finish mine. I'm fine. So if you want to stop, that's fine.
Yeah, the kids are actually waiting for me. I don't know if you guys have heard of that show, Stranger Things. Has anybody ever heard about that show?
Oh my Lord.
What?
Oh my Lord.
What does that mean?
Are you going to see that?
No, it's a show. It's a show on Netflix. Stranger
Yeah.
Things. Have you heard of
Like
that?
like a movie kind of a thing.
It's like a series. Yeah.
Oh God.
They're
Okay.
waiting for me to watch that. I told them we could watch it after class, so they're waiting for me now.
Oh,
But
Lord.
I think you're so funny, Susan. I think this came out kind of nice. I love that you guys come to my classes. It really means a lot to me. You know, it does. So I thank you once again, and I'm going to post
Thank
this in the
you.
group, and I want to see everybody else's. And does anybody have any questions at all?
No.
No?
No.
Hey, all right, guys. I'm just going to finish off with my swag here, or my centerpiece here, so you could see it instead of
Have
my
a great
face.
night.
You too, guys.
Thanks, Christina. Have a good night.
You too.
Good
Bye
night.
now. Good night. Thank you.